Hi children and viewers. In previous video I explained about the dispersion of light with some examples, activity 3 and activity 4. Children, up to now you didn't see that video. Just I will provide the link of that video in this description of this video. You must watch that video. Clear children? In this video I am going to explain about formation of rainbow. Children, this is the one of the most important question for 4 marks in your public examinations in both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh states. So that's why you have to watch the video without skipping, and you have to pay much more attention on the concept. So then only my content will reaches you. Okay children, so formation of rainbow. I think everybody saw rainbow during rainy season in our sky. So what is the reason behind the rainbow? Rainbow consists of how many colors? In those colors, which are the extreme colors, and how they are extreme colors, and what is the shape of the rainbow? Really it is a in between two arcs, or is in other some other shape. So, and every time we are not getting the rainbow, under particular conditions only we will get the rainbow. So what are the conditions for that? So we have to gain answers for all these questions in this video. That's why you have to watch carefully. Okay children, so what is mean by dispersion of light? When white light is passes through the any transparent material, if the white light is splits into number of colors or number of wavelengths, that phenomena what we call dispersion of light. So the formation of rainbow is the one of the best application of dispersion of light. So children, so already in previous video we discussed how we will get the rainbow in different activities. In your textbook for this concept also he was given one example or one activity. So that is, here we have to stand in front of a wall. In front of a wall you have to stand, and you have to maintain some gap between the wall and you, and we have to stand like that. The sunlight must be falls on our back. Clear? For example, if it is the wall, and this is my position, and this is the wall. Clear? Behind sun is there, my behind sun is there, and the sunlight is falling on my back like that. So we have to stand like that, and we must hold a water pipe. We must hold water pipe in our hand, and we have to close the, for example, everybody knows there is some pipe hole is there. In that hole we have to keep your finger on that hole such that half of this should be closed. Then the water should be coming out from the pipe like a fountain water. Clear? Just we have to stand in front of your wall, and we have to maintain some gap between the wall and to us, and we must hold a pipe that should be having some flow of water, and we have to close the some portion of the open of the pipe. Then the water should be coming like water coming from the fountain. Then when the water is in air, that seems to be like, if you can keep like this pipe, it should be coming like top, and if you can see like keep like this, it's a horizontal. Clear? So for example, this is the pipe, and I am closing the nozzle like this, then the water should be seems like here. Okay, and now if you can keep like this, the water should be like, again water coming from the fountain, that should be like in horizontal. So while the water flow is in between wall and us, when the sunlight is falling on the water, the light is passes through the so many million of teeny water droplets. those water droplets should be disperse the light. Disperse the light. Due to that, rainbow will be created on the wall. Very simple. We have hold a pipe and we are close the some open end of the pipe, like then water should be coming very fastly, and there should be, while the sunlight is falling on the flow of the water, then what you have to say, the water gets dispersed, the light should be gets dispersed. When the light is gets dispersed, there should be splits into number of colors. Then we will get the pattern of rainbow on the wall. This is another example for rainbow in our daily life. But naturally, during the rainy season, we will find, so rainbows are forming in the sky. Children, you must observe when the rainbow will be created, when the rain is falling or after stopping the rainfall. If there is sunlight, so after falling the rain means, so even though rain is stopped, but the air having some water droplets. When the sunlight is passing through those droplets which are in the air, they are cause for the rainbow. And sometimes you have to observe the rain is falling and sunlight will be in the air, sunlight also there. During that time also rainbow will be formed. Okay children, so simply what's the phenomena here? When the light is passes through the water droplets or rain droplets, the light should be going to be dispersed. When the light is going to be dispersed, the white light should be split into a number of colors. Due to that, the rainbow will be created. Rainbow will be created. So this is the general phenomena what we have to understand simply about the formation of rainbow. So actually, if you want to go for very deeply what's happening during the formation of rainbow, for that some diagrams are available in our textbook. Let us check what will be happen during the formation of rainbow. I clearly told you, when the light is falling through the so many million of droplets or rain droplets, those droplets are disperse the light. Due to the dispersion of light into number of colors only, we are getting the rainbow. So first we have to observe when the light enter into the water droplet or rain droplet, what will be happen. Just we have to think about that one. On the board we have three diagrams. The first diagram we have to focus. First what you have to know, once if we can the light ray is entered any droplet, what will be happen. Let us check. So children, on this board we have three diagrams, but first we have to focus this diagram. So children, so forget about these two, you have to focus at this diagram children. Clear children? Here this is the raindrop. This is what? One raindrop. We know that the raindrop is always in spherical. So it is a spherical raindrop. What I am drawing on the boundaries, that is what? It is a raindrop. So first we have to consider one raindrop. Children, so now here we are showing a parallel beam of light. It is nothing but sunlight. What's that? Sunlight. A parallel beam of light is falling on the raindrop. A parallel beam of light is falling on the raindrop. What we have to observe here, this is the first refracted surface. This is first refracted surface. To understand very clearly, just we are taken only one light ray. That should be, this is the light ray is incident on that one. So here the first thing is, here refraction takes place. Refraction takes place because here it is the rarer medium, and inside the raindrop, that is the denser medium. That is the denser medium. That's why here once light ray is incident on the raindrop, that should be splits into number of colors. Splits into the number of colors. So children, here not possible to identify the colors. That's why simply I mentioned those names. Here in this case we have to, so how many colors there? In a rainbow, how many colors there? Which GR colors are there? Which GR colors are there? So in that, violet and red. Already we discussed in previous video. So rainbow consists of How many colors? 7 colors. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So white light is split into 7 colors. In that, the violet has most angle of deviation, that should be having less wavelength. Red color has least angle of deviation, wavelength is more. Already we discussed, that's why the same thing happening here. So in this also, here once this ray is refracted, that should be splits into, at the same time simultaneously that should be refracted, at the same time dispersion takes place. That's why here we are showing only extreme colors, violet and red we are showing in the diagram. Here this is the red color, this one is what? Red color. So what I am drawing now here, this is the red color, and what I am showing it now, it is the violet color. So this is the red and this is the violet. So that means simply here we are reading some extreme colors. Children, you have to observe that there is some angle between this is what incident ray light direction, and these are the, again they are coming back. Children, what you observe, at this point refraction takes place because the light ray is entered from air to water or raindrop, that's why refraction takes place. That's the first thing. And after that, what is that? The refracted ray is splits into a number of colors, that's why dispersion takes place. And after that, children, here now this is the second refracted, this is the second surface of the raindrop. But here what you have to observe, at this position raindrops are not coming outside because here TIR takes place. At this point TIR takes place. TIR means what? Total internal reflection takes place. That means, children, the light rays which are dispersed, they should be having some angle of incidence is more than the critical angle. At the second surface, the rays are having angle of incidence is more than the critical angle. That's why they are not coming from denser to rarer at this point. That's why here they are totally coming back. That's why here totally coming back means what? I told you what's that? When the light ray is moving from denser medium to rarer medium, at the interface, if the angle of incidence is more than the critical angle, those rays are again completely going back into the same denser medium. That phenomena what we call total internal reflection. The same thing happening here. So just you have to observe. If you are forget about these things, here simply the light is coming here, it is moving from raindrop inside to the outside. That means here these rays are violet and red, these 7 colors are, they want to go outside, from raindrop to the outside, but at the surface they are not going outside, again because they are reflected back because of total internal reflection. And next, children, now at this again the same surface, on the first surface that should be coming outside. So here second refraction takes place. So this is the happening inside one raindrop. First thing is refraction takes place. After that, the refracted ray is splits into a number of colors. That is what? Dispersion of light. Again the light rays have different colors, they want to go outside but they are not going outside, they are again reflected back. That is what? Total internal reflection. And at this surface the light rays are coming back, again refraction takes place. That's why, children, what you have to say, rainbow is the combined effect of total internal reflection, dispersion and refraction. Rainbow is nothing but formation of combined effect of dispersion of light, refraction of light and total internal reflection. Okay, got point, children. So children, you have to observe, in this case the red color will make some angle here 42 degrees with the incident light, and violet will make some angle 40 degrees. So here if the angle is between 40 and 42 degrees, we will find out the very bright color rainbow. if you are having some angle of visualization in between 40 in between 2 and 42, 40 to 42, in between these two angles, then we will get the one bright rainbow. And children, you have to observe. For example, we are watching clear, we are finding the rainbow means what? We are finding the rainbow means what? All the colors reaches from our rainbow to our eye, then only we will find all the colors. Here you have to notice one thing. For example, this is the one raindrop, this is the one raindrop, from that we are getting one red color. So this is the one raindrop, from that raindrop our eye can catches the red light, but our eye do not capture, or simply what you have to say, the violet color again not reaches to our eye from the same drop. Clear? When we have rainbow means it is combination of number of colors. It's very clear, 7 colors are there. So just imagine, from already told what is that, in that what you have to told here, in between violet and red, remaining colors all are there. So here from one raindrop, what you have to observe, dispersion is going on. Due to the dispersion, 7 colors are coming outside, as I told you up to now. But here, once our eye, for example here, if we are at this location, once you can observe that if the red color reaches our eye from this drop, then the violet is not reaches to our eye. So that should be shown in this diagram. Got my point, children? Very clear, children. What's that? You have to observe that here, children. What's that? Once if it is a raindrop, if one of the color reaches our eye, then remaining color is not coming from the same drop and that do not reaches our eye. The remaining color will be come from other raindrop. Clear? That should be shown in the second diagram. Got, children? So here we are having another diagram here, children. Now focus at the second diagram here. So this is the second diagram. Okay, children. So first look at this one. This is the first raindrop. What is this? What is this first raindrop? So here we are looking at this position. For example, here our eye is there. Here our eye is there. So we want to observe the rainbow at this location, from this location. Clear, children? So you have to observe, this is the first raindrop and this is the second raindrop. Clear, children? Now you have to observe, from the first raindrop we are getting the violet. This is the violet. What I am drawing, just you have to observe there, where I am keeping the chalk, that is here now violet, and now it is the red. Clear? From the first raindrop, the red color will reaches our eye. So from that raindrop, the violet is coming, but that do not reaches our eye. Clear? That means in those two colors, only one color will be reaches our eye. Clear, children? And similarly, we have, this is the second raindrop. Again, same phenomena it's going on here. And from that again, what do you say? Violet and red, both are coming here. So children, from the second raindrop, here the violet reaches our eye, but red do not reaches our eye. Clear? That means there is no possibility to reach the same violet and red colors from the same raindrop to our eye. Any one of the color only that should be reaches our eye, and the remaining color will be coming from the another raindrop. So that is the second thing you have to observe, children. Once here two raindrops are there. Just imagine. So two raindrops are there. From the first raindrop, the red color is reaches, red color is coming, and second raindrop, violet is coming. This red color and this violet, they will reaches the eye simultaneously. That's why we will find all the colors at a time. So from the first raindrop, violet is not reaches our eye and red is not reaches to our eye in the second raindrop. Only here in this diagram, here I am showing clearly that this is the first raindrop, from that red color is coming, and for the second raindrop violet is coming. So these two rays are simultaneously reaches our eye. That's the reason, even though all the colors are formed by the every raindrop, in that only one or two color will reaches our eye. That means different colors are coming from different raindrops, but those different colors are simultaneously reaches our eye. That's why we can feel the rainbow is multiple colors. For example, if you can just imagine, if violet reaches first, then we will find violet. If red can reaches the first, then we can find the red. Or blue can find first, blue can find. But when all the colors are reaches our eye simultaneously or at a time, then we will find all the colors at a time. Clear? That's the reason. Second thing. And third, so generally what we can feel, children, the rainbow is nothing but it is in the shape of a arc, two arcs. So children, what you can feel generally, this is a S. The color will be in between these boundaries. So actually these are not colors, actual children. This is the shape of the rainbow. So it is the two-dimensional. It is only two-dimensional diagram. So generally what we can view the rainbow should be like arc, in between all the colors, in between two arcs. It is the two-dimensional, but actually it is not in the shape of arc. But in three-dimensional, that should be in shape of the cones. Got my point? Generally, what we are finding the rainbow in our daily life, that should be, we can feel that it is the two-dimensional in the shape of a arc. The colors what we are getting, that should be in between the two boundaries, two arcs. So, but actually those colors in shape of the circles, concentric circles, and the combination of all the circles should be in form of a cone. Clear? In the atmosphere, the colors what we are getting from the millions of tiny water droplets, those should be in form of the circles. But while we are watching those colors are into the atmosphere with a particular angle, then those concentric circles should be in form of a cone. That's why we will find the top of the cone. That's why you can feel that rainbow in form of arc. To understand that, here one diagram it is there. Children, now you have to observe this only. So children, third diagram, you have to focus it. This is the third diagram. So what's that? Here person is there, and these are the clouds. And here the rain is falling. The dotted lines here shows the rain is falling. Clear, children? So here you have to observe, person is looking at the rain. Then we can feel that this is the cone. So now what you are finding, now this is the cone. This is what? Cone. The shape what I am showing is like cone. Clear? And here you can observe that some concentric circles are there, like in the diagram some circles are there. So in those circles, the red is top and violet is below. So this is the red and this is the violet, and this is the red, this is the violet. So here, to understand the diagram, here again you have to check in your textbooks. So here the top is red and below is violet. Again red, again violet. Again red, again violet. So again violet will make some 40 degrees and red color will make some 42 degrees. The concentric circles, in those concentric circles, red colors will make some angle 42 degrees and violet will make some 40 degrees. That's why here we will find out the tops. the top of the concentric circles. That's why we can feel that the rainbow is in form of arc shape, in shape of arc. So children, this is the secret behind the formation of rainbow. Okay children, again see once here, what is a rainbow? Rainbow is nothing but it is the combined effect of dispersion of light, refraction of light and total internal reflection. So mainly the rainbow is as taken as the main feature of dispersion of light. So when the light is moving through the water droplets or rain droplets, the white light should be or sunlight should be dispersed into a number of colors. Due to that, rainbow is created. So children, briefly I am going to be explaining here. Children, the first thing is when we are taken the concept for only one raindrop. Here it is the one raindrop, it is there. Here children, this is the, we are taken to understand that we are taken only one light ray of sunlight. Here we are taken parallel beam of light that is coming from the lights come long distance. In that we will consider only one light ray. Here from that light ray, here the rays splits into number of colors. Here at this location first refraction takes place and after that dispersion takes place, and at this position here total internal reflection takes place. Here this is the third one is total internal reflection, second one is dispersion, first one is here refraction, during that dispersion takes place, and third one is total internal reflection takes place, and again at this position again refraction takes place. So here once the light is entered into the rain droplet, that should be refracted and dispersed and total internal reflection, and after that at the second again first surface that should be again refracted second time. So you have to observe here the violet color will make some angle with the incident light with 40 degrees and the red color will make some angle 42 degrees. 42 degrees. Children, if the angle between 40 and 42, we will get a bright rainbow. This is the first thing. And second thing children, here once we are here we have number of droplets are there, number of droplets are there. So just we are taking two example here, first raindrop and second raindrop. So while we are looking at the rain, you have to observe here from the first one here, from the first raindrop dispersion is going on and the colors are coming outside. Here the first ray we are getting that the red color is reaches our eye, and here the violet color is coming from the second one that reaches our eye. That means from every raindrop one color is reaches our eye. So that should be happen at a time. Number of colors are coming from the number of droplets, but those colors are reaches our eye simultaneously with different angles. That's why we will find the all colors in form of the rainbow. And next thing children, here what we can feel that the rainbow should be in the shape of the arc. The rainbow that should be exist between the two arcs, but it is in the two-dimensional that should be, you can feel that, but actually if you go for three-dimensional that should be in the form of a cone. So while here look at the personal way of looking what it is that according to his angle of visualization the entire thing should be in the shape of the cone, and the colors what we are dispersed from the rain droplets those should be in the form of the concentric circles. Again finally again the red color will make some angle 42 degrees and violet color shows the 40 degrees. So in this way the rainbow will be created. Children, this is one of the most important topic. After watching this video, some diagrams are there in your textbook, so you must watch it, and you can easily understand the concept after watching my video. Just you can compare the textbook and my video, you can easily understand the topic. Okay children, I hope you understand. If you can understand this video, like, share, comment the video. We will meet in the next video with some other interesting topic. Bye, take care.